King Charles to address challenging issues in landmark Commonwealth speech. King Charles is set to address challenging issues in his landmark speech at the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, CHOGM, in Samoa on Friday. The monarch will tackle topics such as climate change and historical legacies while paying tribute to his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, and her role in shaping the Commonwealth. In his first CHOGM address as head of the Commonwealth, Charles is expected to highlight the organization's ability to discuss difficult subjects with openness and respect. The King will emphasize the importance of unity and equality among member nations, urging them to work together in addressing contemporary challenges. The King's speech comes at a time when several Commonwealth nations are considering moving away from having the British monarch as their head of state. Charles is expected to acknowledge the role of past wrongs in contemporary discussions. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. During his recent visit to Australia, the King faced criticism from elected Senator Lydia Thorpe, who accused him of genocide. The issue of reparations for slavery has become a contentious topic among Commonwealth leaders. UK Chancellor Rachel Reeves stated that Britain would not be paying out reparations, despite growing calls from some member states. Sir Keir Starmer, who is also attending the summit, emphasised his focus on current future-facing challenges rather than endless discussions about reparations. Charles will address the existential threat of climate change and its impact on many Commonwealth nations, particularly small island developing states, SIDS. The King is expected to say that together we are wiser, stronger and more able to respond to the demands of our time. He will highlight the Commonwealth's scale and diversity, representing a third of humanity, as a strength in tackling global challenges. The monarch will also mention the newly launched King's Commonwealth Fellowship Programme, aimed at creating opportunities and addressing issues like climate change and inequality. This initiative will offer fellowships to mid-career professionals, undergraduate scholarships, and PhDs to candidates from SIDS. Charles's engagements in Samoa reflect the CHOGM theme of a resilient environment, with a focus on sustainability and biodiversity. The King is expected to conclude his speech with a call for unity, to forge a future of harmony with nature and between ourselves. Charles's commitment to environmental issues has earned him respect worldwide. The monarch will emphasize the Commonwealth's role as an unquestionable force for good in an ever-changing world. His address aims to balance acknowledging historical challenges with a focus on future cooperation. The King and Queen arrived in Samoa on Wednesday for a 4-day state visit. Their engagements reflect the summit's themes of sustainability and biodiversity. Former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has also arrived in Samoa for the event. Foreign Secretary David Lammy attended several engagements with the King earlier on Thursday, including an Ava ceremony welcoming the royal couple to the Pacific Island nation. King Charles comments on encouraging news in cancer treatment following his own diagnosis. King Charles shared a hopeful word about new advances in cancer treatment amid his own cancer diagnosis during his royal tour of Australia and Samoa. On October 22, the King, 75, offered the comment during his visit to the Melanoma Institute Australia in Sydney. The outing came on the 5th day of his historic tour with Queen Camilla, and was one of several stops he made solo. The Melanoma Institute Australia is the world's largest melanoma research and treatment facility, and the Sovereign Met Australian of the Year award winners Professor Georgina Long and Professor Richard Scolyer to hear more about their work in melanoma treatment. Australia has the world's highest rates of melanoma, and it is the country's third most common cancer. According to ITV, Long told the King that they are improving treating the side effects of immunotherapy. Richard Scolyer greets King Charles alongside Georgina Long at the Melanoma Institute of Australia on October 22, 2024. When we stimulate the immune system, it can get confused and can start attacking normal tissue. And there are side effects that we become expert at managing, Long said. Oh. You do? That's very encouraging, the king replied, according to the outlet. Immunotherapy is a cancer treatment which uses the immune system to find and destroy cancer cells, according to the Cleveland Clinic, and differs from chemotherapy, which uses drugs to kill cancer cells and prevent tumor growth. Long and Scolia's work is personal, because it has helped Scolia himself. In June 2023, after he was diagnosed with incurable grade 4 brain cancer 2023, she developed a series of pioneering treatments inspired by melanoma breakthroughs. Scolia later became the world's first brain cancer patient to receive pre-surgery combination immunotherapy, an experimental treatment hoping to advance the understanding of brain cancer, the Australian of the Year Awards said. While visiting the Melanoma Institute Australia, the king also met Adam Brown, who is a patient of Long's, to hear about his cancer treatment experience. The sovereign was shown one of Brown's scans, and Long, who won the Australian of the Year award with Scolia for their strides to save lives from skin cancer, explained the steps of treatment following a melanoma diagnosis. King Charles asked Brown, "The treatment isn't too bad, the immunotherapy?" And the patient said he'd had minimal side effects, ITV reported. Fantastic. Brilliant. I'm so glad, King Charles said. In February, Buckingham Palace announced that the king was diagnosed with an undisclosed form of cancer and began treatment. The news came after the palace announced the king was treated for a benign enlarged prostate in January. A spokesman clarified that he does not have prostate cancer. The sovereign postponed public-facing work for 3 months on medical advice, and resumed forward-facing engagements on April 30. Buckingham Palace said in April that the king's treatment was ongoing, and the sovereign has occasionally spoken about his own health at royal outings since. King Charles greets the public at the Melanoma Institute Australia on October 22, 2024. It's always a bit of shock when they tell you, he told a cancer patient at the Macmillan Cancer Centre at the University College Hospital London on April 30, according to Rebecca English of the Daily Mail. The centre is not directly involved in his care, and the king made the statement at his first outing since resuming forward-facing duties. Before the royal tour of Australia and Samoa, it was reported that King Charles would pause his ongoing treatment, thought to be weekly, during the 9-day, long-distance trip. He is reported to be travelling with 2 doctors and won't be stopping in New Zealand, a nearby Commonwealth realm, on medical advice. Queen Camilla and King Charles arrive in Apia, Samoa on October 23, 2024. After the king's poignant visit to the Melanoma Institute Australia, he and Queen Camilla stepped out in Samoa on October 23 to continue the second leg of the tour. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.